Hello, YouTube world. Thank you for tuning in for today's discussion, financial budgets. Now, I'm going to be going over a financial budget of mine for June of this year. I have the Excel spreadsheet. We're going to do a little screen sharing so I can actually go through item by item to show you just the different things that are within my budget and some of the more important things and just where my personal income is going from month to month. And I'll talk a little bit more in detail once we get into that. So stay tuned for the next screen. What's up, YouTube? As you can see, we are in Microsoft Excel and monthly expenses for the year 2023. But let's go through line item. OE is my electric bill, which I budget $150 a month, which I'm just about right on. I mean, it is getting warmer here in Florida, so that may go up slightly. But with my own usage, with the actual miscellaneous charge, it comes to about anywhere between $4.50 and $5 a day, 30 days in a month, $150. So that's how we get that. Groceries, $300 a month. That's low. And I know some of you may be thinking that's desperately low. and no, I wouldn't say, or compare it to whatever your household size is. But I can tell you, for me personally, yeah, $300 is it. Can I do it on $300? Yes. Do I typically go over? Yeah, it may fluctuate. I mean, anywhere from another $50 to $100, but $300 is what I am budgeting. Miscellaneous is what it's my walking around money essentially. That's what that is. So yeah, that may not seem like a lot for some people, but I don't need anything. I've said this before, and I've actually had a conversation with someone about this. You can want for the world, and you'll never be satisfied. Just because of the sheer nature of want, there's always something else you can want. So that's just the way that works. Credit cards, $400 a month. Best Buy is $50. Simply Wall Street, this is an investment application that I use on my phone. Gold's Gym, Necessity. Vanguard, that's my actual brokerage account. Camp S is my savings account, and my rent is $1,049. Yeah, that's real life. But that brings my total to $2,405.75. That is my total personal expenses each month. Now, your budget may look a little bit different. There may be a car payment in there. There, may be a furniture payment, etc., etc. But looking at this total, what that number should tell me and you, I should at least be bringing home $3,000 a month minimum, which that's not a lot of money. I mean, that's $36,000 a year that you're bringing home. So say you'd have to make probably somewhere close to $50,000. I paid myself $1,500 a week, $1,500 every 2 weeks. So if my monthly expenses comes to $2,405.75. Now, I know, like most people, if you get paid every 2 weeks, you're going to have to budget out of each paycheck. Now, in the second column is what I mean. See, in this paid, this is what was actually paid. So my Ocala electric bill, I decided to take the whole $150 out of my first check. Groceries, I split that up, $150. My miscellaneous, my walking around money, I went ahead and took that out. My credit cards, I split those up because they're due at different times. Best Buy, I just decided to pay them all the way. I don't know why 21 was in there. I never changed that. So Simply Wall Street, I just took them all the way out of the way. Goes gym, Vanguard, I split that. My savings, I took that out, and my rent, obviously, I split. So out of my first check, I spent $1,256.80 out of $1,500. Now that would leave me with $243.20. Now, my next check, I don't need to budget anything for Ocala Electric because it's paid. I have the other $150, which I did that, and with the belief is that the first $150 would last me 2 weeks or $75 a week. My miscellaneous, I don't pay myself again for that. The $100 walking around money should be enough for the month. Credit cards, there's the other $200. Best Buy's already been paid. Simply Wall Street has been paid. Goals has been paid. Vanguard, that's the other $100. Campus savings, it's $100, and the remainder of my rent is $549. So out of my second check, I only need $1,099, which will leave me a difference of $401, with a total float amount of $594.24. And what that float amount is, that is what I would have left over for any type of personal emergency that does not exceed $594.25. Or that money could simply be moved over to savings. I could take some of that money and pad my groceries if need be. Maybe there's something that I needed for the home or personally, so I can take some of that and put into my miscellaneous. I can put a little bit more down on my credit cards to get closer to them. I can put more money into my brokerage account. I have options, but I have $594.25 as a float for me. And this is typically how I structure my budgets. And this, I'm just showing you this because this is something that you could potentially use for your own budgeting purposes. Now, that was just one example of how you can potentially create your own financial budget, but put all of your personal expenses in front of you. I mean, a lot of us are digital now, and I totally understand that. But whatever medium that you need to use that, because you should be able to recall at a moment's notice everything that you have to pay for each month. You shouldn't have to, let me look at my phone or let me go into my spreadsheet. No, you should know every expense that you have. That's the only way that we can honestly stay even and potentially get ahead. There are far too many people that just swipe, get paid. They're waiting on a notice from someone, and they're throwing money at a growing financial problem more often than not in the form of credit. Millions of Americans are essentially paralyzed by the interest rate payments that they're having to make. And they just continue to live this life like this ship can just always sail. And they're never truly going to have to address that problem. The second thing that we all should do is keep every receipt, from a pack of chewing gum to a Louis Vuitton purse, if you will, whatever your fancy. But you know what I mean. Every receipt, no matter how small or large the transaction, and do that for 30 days. Now add up all of those receipts and compare that number to your actual budgeted number. Most of us will realize that we have more money than we think that we do. And one of the biggest problems is that we are using more money for things that we want and things that are unnecessary than truly budgeting, deferring gratification for certain things, getting our financial house in order, and planning for the future. Thank you all for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I will continue to do my best to bring you all content that I think is relevant of the day and that can help some folks. Thank you again for watching. Bye.